My name's Jeremy Linford from Evolution Marine. I'm the owner and engineer here. Started the business several years ago. We cover all aspects of marine engineering, servicing, maintenance, repairs, electrical, mechanical. I like the variety. It works really well. I first hired an apprentice a few years ago. A local guy came to me. He was with another firm that went under, and it was something I'd been considering. The opportunity came because he needed to carry on his apprenticeship. And actually I was very surprised. It worked out really well for myself and him. And it was an extra pair of hands, bigger jobs. Obviously, you know, they gained a lot from me, guiding them experience and everything else along the way. And I had that support. And once with the natural growth, they could go off and do the jobs that I could then concentrate on other things. So it worked really well as a dynamic. So there's several benefits. We're very busy all year round, fortunately. So for me to be able to sort of learn and grow skills with the apprentices so that they're doing jobs on their own, progression, you know, we'll always do the first jobs together, set things in place until they're confident and happy with it, and I'm happy it's being done the way I want it done, so we've got consistency. Any little mistakes, we iron everything out, and then they're off on their own, doing their own jobs, and it's progression. It's good for the business, sort of safeguarding the work, keeping up with the customers, demands, progression of the business and growth, and the apprentices, obviously they're learning a skill, they're learning a trade. And the marine industries, it is big and it's varied, and there's a lot of aspects that we cover, which seems to work well. Having had an apprentice before, which came to me, it was slightly different when we looked at employing new apprentices. So we did advertise locally on social media and sort of business pages. We had quite a good response. What we chose to do was to do interviews, come and spend a day with us. If you were selected, they might come and do 1 day a week with us initially to see how you'd fit in and how you'd progress, and if it was right for you and if you were right for us equally as a business. Choosing the right candidate's important, but we found some great people, and haven't looked back. So we've got a good working relationship. There's always good, clear communication. I'm always asking the apprentices what they've been doing, what they've been learning, but then we'll have a quick chat about that in the morning from the next day. What have you learned? Okay, tell me about it. I'll put my input into it as well and sort of see how much they've learned and what aspects of it they've learned. And it's usually all positive. They've enjoyed it. They obviously all like hands-on. I'm a hands-on person. Yes, we've got to do theory and paperwork and things to be a part of that, but they've been enjoying it. So from that side of things, the communication with the college, the feedback I'm seeing with the apprentices is that it's all interesting there and it's going in the right direction. I think part of what we do in-house day to day and part of what the college does, the two combined help with sometimes more of a theory-based at the college and practical-based in-house here. I'll explain as much as I can, and I always say to the apprentices, don't be afraid to ask questions. I'd rather you ask 100 times and make sure it's right than be not sure and gamble and something be wrong and have to put right. So there's a lot of in-house, basically assessing, working together, checking. I want them to be able to come to me and say, look, I'm not quite sure, can you have a look? Yes, of course, because for me it's got to be right, putting our name to it, and I want that to be, easy for them to come and do. So we just work together, check things. If you're not sure, ask. Check with the, other apprentices or one of the other engineers here, and just basically work together. I think having a specialist college helps in a large way because it's the facilities that they can offer in order to aid the training. So whether it's the paperwork side of things, the theory side of things, complementing that then with an engine on a bench to be able to then go to it, strip it down, identify the components you've just learnt about and talked about. I think it really enhances the sort of hands-on side of things to complement the theory, and then that really helps them learn. Just one thing to learn it over and over from a book, but to then go and put your hands on it, understand how it needs to be done and why in a certain way, that's when they remember it. So I think having the right college with the facilities so they can do that is very important. I'd say for other companies looking at employing or taking on apprentices, for me personally, it's worked out very well. I don't regret it at all. Give yourself a fighting chance, give them a fighting chance, have that one-on-one interaction, You know, do a taster day, a trial day. You know, it's going to help avoid any early stumbling between yourselves. You know, they might think engineering's a good option, they might not enjoy it. So give each other a fighting chance to sort of work together, do the job, and get a feel for it. But we've had great experience, and the guys are keen to learn, and that's a big part of it. We can teach them the rest.